Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ronnie's NFL show for week 17 of the National Football League season. Ronnie Vadine here with you. So, we're going to talk about some playoff rumors in this episode. Take a look at last week's playoff schedule, or last week's records. We're going to talk about our playoff brackets for the season, for the playoffs. And we're going to talk about some rumors and our predictions for week 17. So right now, I want to get to the rumors because I apologize for that light in the background. I didn't really think until. There. There, it's all clear now so that you can see me clearly. The only rumor I really know of is that if Minnesota wins, or Minnesota clinches a playoff spot, if Philadelphia loses against the Redskins this weekend. But I don't know if Philadelphia wins and Minnesota loses, does Philadelphia make the playoffs? I don't know. So definitely watch. So right after we go through our predictions, we're going to take a look at what our brackets will look like for the playoffs because, of course, we're doing Ronnie's NFL show throughout the whole playoffs. Like one episode, we'll do our bracket predictions. Like we're gonna take a look at the playoff schedules. We're just gonna do a playoff themed Ronnie's NFL show, and then we do our predictions for the wild card round. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what our brackets look like, what the schedule. Well, I'm gonna show you the brackets for this episode, but next week, I think on Wednesday, we'll do a whole playoff edition of Ronnie's NFL show. Like the wild card, we'll save for another episode. But I'm just gonna show the brackets now, and then next week we'll do bracket predictions and playoff schedule. That will be a totally separate Ronnie's NFL show. So let's do our week 17 predictions. But first, let's take a flashback to last week. Last week, me and Carson did a little bit better. I went 11-5 in my predictions last week, and he went 12-4 in his predictions last week. So Carson has a record of 49-30, and I have a record of 133, 105, and 2. So, of course, all 32 teams are playing next week, or week 17, all 16. We have 16 games, everything. So, let's take a look at our predictions now. Miami's at Buffalo. I'm choosing Miami to win this game, but Carson is choosing for Buffalo to win. Detroit is at Green Bay. Me and Carson are choosing Green Bay to win. Indianapolis is at Tennessee. We're both choosing Tennessee to win. Oakland's at Kansas City. We're both choosing Kansas City to win that. Oh, and Indianapolis at Tennessee's on NBC. It was originally scheduled to be on at noon on CBS, but that's changed. And that will be the Sunday Night Football matchup. But it'll be at 7:20. Chicago's at Minnesota. We're both choosing Chicago to win. The Jets are at New England. Divisional matchup. We're both choosing New England. I think I mean, New England, they were kind of in a weird position. They were at 9-5 going into Week 16 when they played Pittsburgh. Or wait, did they play Pittsburgh weeks? No, it must have been Week 15. Hold on, guys. Yeah, Pittsburgh played New England Week 15, and New England had like a 9-5 record going into that game. Well, no, they had a 9-5 record by the end of it. They were going into that game 9-4. Just to clarify that. For some reason, my camera doesn't want to hold up. But anyway, back to our predictions. New Orleans or Carolina's at New Orleans, divisional matchup again. We're both choosing New Orleans to win that game. Dallas is at New York. We're both choosing Dallas to win. The Giants. Cincinnati's at Pittsburgh. We're both choosing Pittsburgh to win that game. Usually it's the Browns for Week 17, but this week it's Cincinnati. Well, it's just a divisional matchup, so. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Where was I? Atlanta at Tampa Bay. Me and Carson were split on this one. I decided to go with Atlanta. He decides to go with Tampa Bay. We'll see. Philadelphia's at Washington. We're both choosing Philadelphia to win this game. But what we're choosing to... But I'm wondering if Philadelphia wins and Minnesota loses, will Philadelphia make the playoffs? See, I'm not all about NFL playoff rumors, so yeah. Just wanted to let you know. Cleveland's at Baltimore. Again, a divisional matchup. Baltimore. We're both choosing Baltimore to win. Jacksonville at Houston. Houston. We're choosing to win. Oh my goodness, my battery is low. I got my phone charger. Okay, there we go. We're back to action. Let's see, where were we now? All right, Los Angeles is at Denver. Divisional matchup again. We're going with the Chargers to win this one. San Francisco at Los Angeles. Again, divisional matchup. Los Angeles is winning. Then Arizona at Seattle. Again, another divisional matchup. Seattle is going to absolutely beat the heck out of Arizona. I expect it to be like a 42-3 blowout. So that's basically the NFL season. Obviously I get that it's a low battery. Let's take a look at our playoff brackets. All right, so this is my bracket right here. Right here's Carson's bracket. And here's the bracket for the NFL. Like, this is how the playoffs work. Like, the matchup goes to there, the bye week there, and then the championship, and then like that. This is how this is a playoff bracket, but this will how the playoffs will go. Say, like, New England face Buffalo, which that can't be possible. New England would play the bye week team. And pretend the bye week team was Baltimore, then it would be New England versus Baltimore. Like, that's what the playoff matchups would be. So yeah, and then here's how the schedules will go in terms of playoffs. We have the wild card round, the divisional round. Oh, here's the back of the divisional round. We have the championship games, Pro Bowl, and for a completely separate NFL show, we're going to do Pro Bowl type stats from that game, stats from the Pro Bowl, and then we're going to do the Super Bowl edition of Ronnie's NFL show to close out the season. So, yeah, and then right after the Super Bowl, we're gonna do the last Ronnie's NFL show of the year. Yes, we're gonna talk about the stats of the Super Bowl. We're gonna take a look at some highlights, or me and my top games of the season, stuff like that. All for our last Ronnie's NFL show of the year. Not the 2018-2019 season, but we'll be back for the 2019-2020 season. Woo! So that's basically how Ronnie's NFL show is going to work for the next 2 to 4 weeks. Yep, and then starting in March, we're gonna do a Sunday night baseball, or Ronnie's MLB show, which it will be all the Sunday matchups. We'll be doing predictions on all Sunday matchups, and because I usually watch Sunday night baseball with the commentators, Matt Vasgersian, Jessica Mendoza, Alex Rodriguez, Buster Only. We're going to do Sunday night baseball predictions and starting in March. So that will do it for the last Ronnie's NFL show of the year 2018. Oh well, but we'll be here in 2019. Anyway, we'll see you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.